am Undead.
And I am, everybody should know me by now, but I am Death the Kid. And welcome, sir.
Welcome. Welcome back. We are happy to be back. It has been a minute since we've been here.
I believe it's been more than a minute, dude.
Been about, what, 5, 6 months, something like that?
The last time that we done one? Yes, I believe it's been a while. It's been at least good 4 or 5 months.
Granted, I will say this. We did try to do a new show. However, it kind of fell on its face and my computer kind of just fucked up on itself and the recording completely erased itself.
Yes,
and we didn't.
Yes. We blame all technical difficulty on the computer that crashed.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. I don't know how I fucked up, but I seriously fucked up.
System error.
Indeed. So let's do a recap on what's been going on. Let's start with you, Death.
Why would we got to start with Death the Kid here? Let's see. What's new with Death the Kid? Death the Kid has gone clinically insane?
No.
No. Don't correct me.
I'm gonna. I did.
Really, there's not really too much going on in my life that's new. It's a lot of old drama and bullshit. It's deal with this, deal with that.
Jerk off in the morning?
No, I don't even jerk off. I don't even get that pleasure.
That's kind of sad, dude.
Yeah, it's very sad.
It's kind of sad.
Very sad.
You don't get to jerk off. So
yeah. So
what you're saying is you have no release.
Yeah, I have no release. I have all this pent up anger and aggression.
And ladies, nowhere to go. Ladies, what we're saying is that Death needs to get laid, and please.
Oh, Death needs to get laid big time.
Yeah, everybody. Just if you don't have a boyfriend, leave us an email or a message or something, and what we'll do is we'll give you Death's number. You can come over, get laid. He'll get laid. You'll all be happy. Well, he'll be happy.
I'll be happy. Then again, also, since we're back, there is this brand new thing. We are no longer going to be on Podomatic. Hello, YouTube.
Yeah. The thing is, and now for our older shows, we are leaving them on Podomatic.
Older shows, if you want to go back to them, go to Podomatic.com, look up Undead and Death the Kid.
Yeah, I'll give you a link to those. They'll be on our personal site on YouTube.
But as for the new shows, since we're back, we're going straight to YouTube.
Yeah, mainly because Podomatic has a storage fee, and I don't feel like paying it.
Neither do I. And we're doing this for fun, and we want to do it for free. So what if YouTube slaps a bunch of advertisement on our channel? Hey,
if anything, we'll make some money, and you guys won't have to pay for it.
Right. But yeah, as far as Death the Kid really needs to get laid. Yeah, that's like number one top priority there. For those of our faithful listeners, you guys know who I am. Take pity. Actually, I don't care if you take pity. Undead's shaking his head. No, you can't see it. I can, however, and I can give you his facial expression looking. He's smiling his ass off right now.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to get laid, but
Hey! You don't think so? I don't think you need to get laid. But we're not comparing here. This is personal thoughts.
Anyway, get back to it there, buddy.
Let's see. Other than that, yeah, there's not really like I said, there's not really too much. It's always constant drama I'm dealing with. And yes, I say drama. This is not directed to any listener, any viewer, any whatever you are on the other end listening to us talk. It's not directed to you guys. It is just life in general.
Actually, I was just going to say, because a lot of our friends listen to this, and apparently some of my coworkers are going to be listening to this too. Yeah, I still have my job. Holy shit! I have had my job for almost a year now. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So, what I was going to say is for them to assume that it's about them is pretty arrogant.
You're making an ass out of yourself every time you assume it. So.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say that they were making an ass out of themselves. I was just going to say they were pretty conceited.
Yeah. Like I said, my drama is not tied to anybody specific. It is just tied to life situations that I am dealing with. And once they're dealt with, they're done.
Yeah. Alright. So is that all that's new with you? Is that it? You have nothing new going on?
I mean, I'm still a nerd, but...
Aren't we all? We're all nerds. We're all nerds. And if you're not a nerd, great. Happy for you. That's awesome. I'm a nerd. I love being a nerd. I'm happy being a nerd. Okay.
But not really too much to talk about.
Oh, alright.
Nothing that's noteworthy.
Nothing that's noteworthy.
Wait. Isn't this whole show nothing noteworthy anyway?
This show is not noteworthy at all. There's nothing noteworthy in this show.
So, yeah. Okay, this is just stuff I probably wouldn't want to discuss. But so, now moving on, what has been new, or is new, with Undead?
Okay, so with me, I still have a job. I'm in a different part of my job. I'm not in the manufacturing area anymore. I'm in shipping. But that is all I can say about that. I don't want to start talking about stuff that isn't my business to talk about. I have had some nicknames.
Nicknames?
Yeah, I've gotten a few nicknames since I started working over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh god.
The first.
God. They gave him nicknames, guys.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
Go fuck yourself.
no.
No, seriously, go fuck yourself.
They're giving you nicknames?
I'm
This
sure.
makes me terrified.
Why?
I'm pretty sure that these nicknames are going to be... You've probably terrified some people at work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't give me I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
do
know
not
what you're talking
Do not
about.
even look away and have the whole IDR stare. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Look, just, I may have said you can't spell slaughter without laughter. Yeah.
Yeah, and that found you what?
That found me
completely alone in the break room, right?
Yeah. Shortly after that, I found myself completely alone in the break room, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't good."
Yeah.
But anyway, some of the nicknames. Well, none of the nicknames have been very flattering. The first one was Gigantor.
Gigantor?
Yes.
Wait, wasn't that in an old Adult Swim Toonami?
Oh, no. It was before Adult Swim. This was from a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, back in the 60s.
Yeah.
A big robot, Gigantor.
Yeah.
The lightning bolts would come down and hit
wasn't
his
that
nose
like
or
an
something.
old cartoon that aired on like Toonami and shit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was really old. But oddly enough, the person that gave me that name didn't have a clue about that cartoon. And he was just like,
and yet
Gigantor, what are you doing?
And yet here I am laughing because, it's an old cartoon name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good old Honey Badger gave me that name.
Honey Badger gave you that one?
Which, oddly enough, I'm not sure if this has happened since the last podcast or not, but Honey Badger was just like, I'm leaving early, I'll see you guys on Monday, and then he never came back.
Ooh.
So Honey Badger obviously didn't give a shit. He just left.
Honey Badger never gives a shit.
Honey Badger never gives a shit at all. Okay, so the next nickname that I got, let's see. What was it?
Didn't they give you the whole Bela Lugosi one too?
Yes, Bela Lugosi. Okay, apparently I comb my hair, and apparently they believe it's gelled, even though I don't use that shit.
People don't understand if you brush your hair a certain way long enough, your hair becomes trained to going in that.
Yeah, in that position.
So yeah, it's
in the position.
It's just like mine, and by the time that it gets really dried out, I've got a big poofy fro going on.
Yeah,
it's not for the simple fact of it is I haven't washed my hair or anything. It's because hell, my hair's trained to being
Yeah.
brushed straight back.
Anyway, yeah.
So it
Bela
has a
Lugosi.
natural bounce.
But I got a new one. I got it yesterday. It's called Nibbles.
Oh God.
My name is
Nibbles?
Nibbles. Yeah.
There is so many ways that could be taken the wrong
Okay,
way.
so I want to explain to you and to the people listening that don't know why I got this nickname.
Ladies, avert your ears.
Yeah, please, please, please.
You may not want to hear this one.
I don't really like explaining it, but please avert your ears, ladies. So here's what happened. Apparently,
Take little small children out of the room right now.
shut the fuck up. Let me fucking finish my story, you son of a bitch.
Okay, finish.
God damn, I can't fucking get a word in edgewise. Oh, now he's decided to be fucking quiet.
You got a word in.
Yeah, finally. Okay, so we were sitting around, you know, doing work and shit, and they needed me to run up to the lab, and they told me, "Hey, Chris, I don't give a shit at this point. Yeah, Chris is my real name. I'm going by Undead. That's my online name. I don't give a shit." So anyway, they're like, "Hey, Chris, we need you to run up the lab and see if you can get some paperwork for us. You know, sweet talk one of the lab technicians."
I am terrified where this
Yeah,
story's going.
she's an old she's not old, but she's older than my mom. Or at least as old as my mom. And
Well,
they're like nibble on her ear a little bit.
We're talking cougar age here.
Yeah. So I go up there. I have to sit down because none of the paperwork's ready. And I get back like half an hour later.
Ah.
So they're like, "Oh,
Oh, you nibbled on here, right?
yeah. Oh no, apparently I nibbled really good because I got shit for like the orders for the next day. So apparently I did a really good job at nibbling on that. So they started calling me Nibbles. And you know me, if I'm going to be nicknamed something, I'm going to fucking take it and run with it.
Yeah.
So today, a truck backs in, and dude forgets to chalk his wheels. Well, I got chewed out for unloading trucks or loading trucks without their wheels being chalked. So I was like, that fucker better chalk his wheels. Nibbles will eat his fucking lunch. So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you ran with Nibbles.
Yeah, I'm going with it. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Remember, ladies,
Good old
he doesn't bite, he nibbles.
Yeah, that's right. I don't bite, I nibble. Yeah, apparently that's more pleasurable.
A little nibble here, a little nibble there.
It never hurt anybody.
Right. That is still terrifying.
Why?
Because they sent you to talk to this lady, and it brought up a whole cougar situation. Well, Death the Kid has a cougar situation.
That's one way of putting it.
This cougar situation will not leave Undead, or, well, not Undead, but will not leave Death the Kid alone.
Uh-huh.
You ever feel drafty around an old lady?
Drafty?
Yeah, like, you know, your clothes have just magically disappeared.
God, I wish I felt that way more often, but no.
I'm talking about an old lady.
Oh,
like,
no,
old
an old
enough to
lady.
be your mama.
Ugh.
You know, there's nothing wrong with you guys that like, you know, cougars, and there's nothing wrong with you ladies that like sweet old grandpa. Don't know the politically correct term for a young girl dating an older guy other than sugar daddy.
Oh, I was going to call it gravedigger, but whatever. Or maybe that's a grave robber. It depends. If it's a gold digger dating an old grandpa, it's a grave digger. I'm sorry, not a grave digger, a grave robber. If it's just a young woman dating an old grandpa,
Well,
it's a grave digger.
Like I said, you know, I don't know, you know, political correct terminology here for a young female to date someone like her, you know, that is literally, that she's half the age of plus.
Oh. Well, you know.
For the younger guys, you know, it's, you know, you're dating a cougar.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, if my
I don't know. It might be
my-
dating a corpse.
If my cougar looked Jennifer Aniston looked, or some older
Yeah,
hot.
you would totally
I
go
totally
for it.
go for it.
Yeah.
But if my cougar reminds me of my mother every time I see her, it turns my stomach.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no.
It's like, no, Mom, no, I don't do that. That's not good.
So if
That's
you've got
lackey.
if you've got a cougar situation, your cougar better have the $1 million body that she paid the local fucking, not even the local, she paid the fucking LA plastic surgeons for.
Yeah. She better look like a walking, talking Barbie doll.
Right.
Yeah.
For it to be sociably accepted. Oh, you're 50? Really? You look 21.
It's one of those. It's one of those. You're not just
No,
knocking the dust off the or you're not just knocking the cobwebs out of the pops. You're breaking the hip there, buddy.
Yeah. And not only that, but when your cougar reminds you of Freddy Krueger, no matter how much makeup she has on,
actually, at that point, wouldn't she look more like Mimi from Drew Carey?
that did cross my mind. I thought about, for a moment, I thought about, with my cougar, I thought if, Freddy Krueger and Mimi had a child, this is what she looked like.
Something like nothing with a epidermis and makeup everywhere.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, my cougar situation is far worse than most cougar situations out there. I'm not taking anything away from the guys that like to bang someone old enough to be their mama and grandma.
I think we've covered that.
I don't want them to feel I've hurt their feelings in any way. Actually, I don't give a damn if I did.
Then why you keep apologizing for it?
Habit.
Habit? Okay. He gets that from me. I would say my bad, but that's just part of the habit. Okay, so anyway, getting back to your cougar. Are you actually going to get into it now, or are you done talking about it?
The cougar bit, though, with this cougar, it turns my stomach. And yes, my mother tells me every fucking time that the cougar is around, son, no. I can literally sit there on my knees, hands clasped in front of me, looking at her with the most fleeting look, going, please, for the love of God, understand me. I do not want to hit it. And I still get the whole speech of, no, never. I'm like, Mom, you don't understand. Me thinky her, me go pukey later.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those, Mom, I'm not looking at getting any thinner, so will you please tell your friend to please stop eyeballing me?
So yeah, every time that I'm around this person, I swear to God, I could have on 9 layers of clothing and still feel naked in front of her.
Good job. Good job. Well, apparently, ladies, he's closer to getting laid than he previously admitted.
No, see,
he's looking at knocking some dust out.
No, this getting laid.
Literally.
This getting laid, I would much rather slam my dick in a sliding glass door before it would happen.
You haven't done it yet.
She's not around either.
I'm just saying.
Trust me, if the cougar was here trying to rape me, I would slam my dick in your sliding glass door and then ask you politely to call 911 while I'm crying.
That would be quite amusing, actually. What happened, sir?
What happened? He slammed his dick in a sliding glass door to keep her off of him. I saw y'all, officer. I swear. I'm not making this shit up. I regret seeing my own friend's penis, but, stranger shit's happened around here.
No, it really hasn't. It really hasn't.
Actually, that would be closer to around my house.
That would be your house, dude. Seriously. At your house, there's no telling what you might say.
There's no telling what might happen.
That's why when things started looking like they were about to get interesting, I walked out. I got up and I walked out. Why have you not figured out how to do that?
I figured that one out. That's the reason why
Oh, that's right. Sometimes it follows you into public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just that, but it's kind of hard to execute Plan B solo.
Well, I try. But
By the way, I know none of you guys know it, but Undead knows it. I know it. Our friend Diablo, he knows it. We came up with exit strategy Plan B. It's where we just turn around, walk away, shut the door, and leave.
Yeah. Also, with things like this, one of the things you need to remember is
executing Plan B is not easily done solo.
yes, it's not easily done solo. We actually have several escape plans and clauses for when shit goes south. First off, if you're in a relationship and that person decides, hey, I'm going to do something retarded and either A, leave you, or B, accuse you of something that you haven't done. Either of which, for no good reason at all, the proper response is, when shit goes south, don't call me. And at that point, you just don't get involved anymore.
That, and whenever they accuse you of doing something that you have not done and would never do, gives you perfect permission to do it. You're with somebody, and your significant other, be male or female, looks at you and go, honey, I believe you're cheating on me. If you can prove without a shadow of doubt that you have not cheated on that person, since they accused you,
it depends on how much you give a shit about them.
True.
If you give a shit, you're just gonna go, baby, you're absolutely out of your fucking mind. And if you don't give a shit about them, you just get up and you go, well, baby, I believe you're about to be right.
True. But then, you had my case with one of my exes,
Mm-hmm.
where it was like every other time that I was out with you, or I was out with Diablo, or out with both of y'all.
Wait. When did he become Diablo? That was not his name.
Well, I gave him that anyways.
You didn't remember his name, did you?
No, I forgot.
It's Stuntman Steve.
Oh, wait, yeah, Stuntman Steve, sorry.
Wow.
I told you, it's been a while.
I gotta tell him about that.
Well, either way.
He's gonna be a little upset.
Both those names are his anyways, but every time I hung out with you guys,
yeah,
she had accused me. It's like every other time I was hanging out with either you or him, every other time she would accuse me of cheating on her.
Yeah.
I cared enough not to cheat on her, but after hearing it like the 20 billionth fucking time,
yeah,
it finally just started to click in. Well, if she's accusing me, might as well just make her right.
Yeah. Well, you can always go, well, baby, I believe you're about to be right. You were wrong, but I believe I'm about to correct that mistake. Which, now, from some of the things I've been talking, and I'm not going to mention any names, because, it's anonymous.
Yeah.
But some of the people I work with, they get flack from just looking at hot women.
It's window shopping, people!
It is. It's window shopping. Why are you getting pissed? We
I
don't get pissed at women when they go fucking shopping, looking at guys and looking at shoes and looking at other shit.
It is literally the same thing as when you go to the mall, you walk around, you pass all these shops, and in the window sits something you would really like, but you don't have the money to afford.
Yeah.
It is literally window shopping. Oh, I mentioned window shopping
I do that a lot.
to the cougar.
Yeah.
And she's like, where the hell would you go window shopping? I said, I'm going to take me and Undead. We're going to go window shopping in Amsterdam's red light district. She said, red light. She goes,
I believe you're about to get me in trouble, sir.
She goes, red light district. I go, yeah. I sat down because we were at her house for a cookout.
Yeah.
I sat down on her computer, typed up Amsterdam, typed up red light district, pulled up pictures.
Good job. Good job. It's kind of like when Stuntman Steve had the chick over at his house that was having premarital sex with the preacher, and then they had to explain to her 50-something-year-old mom what oral
Oh
sex
yeah, I know.
was.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it was with the preacher or with somebody, but they were having supposed premarital sex, but all it was oral.
Yeah, oral. Blowies, blowies, blowies and tongues.
Her caretaker was like her 50, 60-year-old grandmother.
Oh yeah, what is she? 17 or 18?
17. I think she was about 17, maybe 18.
Yeah,
she was still a teenage.
Yeah, late teens. She's legal. She's legal. It's not like the dude was banging a minor.
True.
Banging a minor's mouth anyway.
But yeah, when they explained to her grandmother about oral sex, her grandmother broke down in tears. I'm like, only thing got violated was her mouth.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
So much so, whenever Stuntman Steve told me all this, there's so much that ran through my head. I had to literally shut up because I was about to die from laughing.
Well, all I gotta say is
because her grandmother literally broke down in tears and goes, "She's not going to get into heaven now." I'm like, the hell of a blowjob stops you from getting to heaven. Might want to talk to half the nuns.
Look, all I got to say is it says in the Bible, it is better to spill your seed in the belly of a woman than to let it hit the ground. And that's what he did.
Well, biblical sense.
Well,
Of course, we're about to...
He is a pastor.
We are about to get like 1 million hate comments from a bunch of Bible thumpers around here that read this or listen to it.
We probably will. We'll probably get banned
look,
from
before you say anything about on comment wise, I know I'm going to burn in hell, and I'll see half you guys there with me.
At least. Look, we don't mean to offend people.
It just happens.
Yeah. And if you're offended by us, either A, you need to be offended, or B, you're way, way too sensitive. And
I choose the latter.
It might be both. You might need to be offended and realize you're too sensitive.
True.
Yeah.
There are those cases. I mean, like we've always said before, and we say again, and numerous times, we do apologize, but we don't mean it.
Yeah, I mean, we apologize that you're offended. We're not apologizing that we did it.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
We are sorry that we offended you.
Actually, I'm just sorry that they're offended. I'm not sorry that we did it.
Yeah, I'm sorry that they're offended too. It's just
if
what I say offends you, I'm sorry you got offended, but I'm not sorry for what I just said.
Exactly. There we go. Now that we've covered that for the YouTube thing,
actually, since we're covering that, I'd like to discuss an old episode that still gets me riled every time I read comments. I read it.
No.
I go back to Podomatic like a weekly thing, and I'll sit there and I'll just read the comments on it. Oh my god, the bitches episode.
Yes, I was going to say we're making a sequel to that. Upcoming episodes that y'all should watch out for: Zombie Apocalypse 2, Bitches 2. And
Douchebags 1.
No,
we're not doing Douchebags 1.
Oh yes, we need to do Douchebags 1. Douchebags 1 will probably be first, but Zombie Apocalypse 2 we've got a bunch of requests for, and True Bitches 2 we've got a bunch of requests.
Really?
For. Yeah. These people didn't post. They've been hollering at me to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For most of you guys that know Undead, yeah, you can't see him and I'm motioning to him.
Yeah.
But most of you guys that know Undead, yeah, you guys can leave comments with him. He will get back to me. And most likely what he tells you is, I cannot do this without my partner. Yeah. He's right. It's our concept. The podcast is our baby. You guys just help deliver it.
Yeah. You guys are just putting ideas in our head. And we're deciding whether or not to run with them.
And since we're up on YouTube, yes, there will be you can subscribe to us to know when we've got a new one up. Right. You can email us, and we will get back in touch with you. And please, by all means, comment email, hell, if you have to.
Hate mail.
Hate mail, yeah, hate mail us. Smoke clouds, smoke signals, any type of way to get out a message to us
RPG.
works.
Yeah, rocket propelled grenades work great.
Rocket
Okay.
propelled grenades will literally just like that's just an alarm clock to me. Doosh. Holy shit! Did you see the explosion?
Kind of like when you had the fire pit in the
Yeah.
backyard.
We'll get to that one in a minute. But going back to the whole True Bitches episode, the hate mail. Oh my god!
Yes, we got a lot of hate mail on that one.
That
From a lot of women.
That episode, like we stated in the podcast, and we have stated in other podcasts after that one, it is not directed at any specific female that is listening to it.
Yeah.
Just like all this, and this is not directed to any specific person.
That being said, if you're offended by those things, thinking that we're talking specifically about you,
Get a life.
no, it's not that. It's not that. It's probably because you're guilty of doing it.
Well, yeah, true. Guilt will make you do crazy shit.
Yeah. Guilty dogs bark first.
So, yeah,
Bitches.
It's not that we're trying to offend you or anybody. It's not like we're trying. It's not the big goal behind all this. Oh, hey, while we're doing our podcast, let's offend everybody.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
That's not what we're talking about. We are just two dudes doing random thoughts.
Yeah, we're just talking bullshit. I mean, it's what we do best.
We love it.
Yeah, if you can't tell, this is what we do best. You really, really are just listening to us, and you do not know who we are.
Right. I mean, like I said, I mentioned Podomatic. I mean, there's at least like 9 episodes still on there.
There's 2 through 8.
Yeah, 2 through 8 still on there.
We erased one because
we had no room.
Well, first we had no room. 2, one of the reasons why I picked it to be erased was because we mentioned one particular person.
Yeah, and we did not.
We were not sparing on him at all.
No, we weren't. And
we looked like big assholes.
And plus, this was before we gave everybody complete amnesty.
Yeah. Oh no, we let this dude have it. We ripped on him so bad.
We mentioned his name, everything about him, and
still
not sorry about it because
he totally had it coming to him.
Yeah.
Which is funny because
literally a bitch.
Which is funny because he got me to that point where I was just so pissed off I started doing shit to him.
Yeah.
And then now he's literally non-existent where we live. Yeah, literally, he's non-existent. He doesn't.
In this state?
In our city, you never see him. No one that knows him ever sees him.
Where the fuck did he go? Did he fall off the earth? I'm pretty sure.
Apparently, what I did was just so fucked up and so terrible to him. He just could not stand on.
I'm pretty sure if he fell off the earth, we would have been hurled towards the sun a little bit.
He was pretty big. I mean, I'm a biggin. Not a bigot, but a biggin. And, yeah, he was a biggin.
This one right here will remind everybody of how big he is when you see Dr. Dolittle 2. Not Dr. Dolittle 2, but, Nutty Professor 2, where the entire Clump family goes into a all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah,
he was the entire family.
He would make an all-you-can-eat buffet close within 2 hours?
Yeah, something like that. It was a big one. And a lot of people yell at us because they're like, well, people that knew him yell at us because they were like, oh, well, he had a big heart. He really didn't. He deceived you by pretending he had a big heart.
Yeah, they say he had a big heart. I'm pretty sure it took a massive heart to beat for that body.
Well, no, I mean, he...
Oh, you're talking about the big heart in the sense of kind heart.
Yeah, metaphorically speaking.
The metaphoric big heart.
Basically, what he did was he tricked you into just...
So does a jackal until it goes to rip off your face.
That's right, that's right.
Or a hyena, I mean...
But, anyway... So, we've covered a lot of stuff. We've caught up. Let's do some current events. I want to do some current events.
Current events. Speaking of current events, before the show, we started, getting you pictures up and ready. I seen two. What the fuck is about the goat?
Okay. Here's the thing. I have discovered recently. One morning I was on my way to work, and the Smashing Pumpkins came on. And for those who don't know, Billy Corgan is the lead singer for the Smashing Pumpkins, and I honestly believe he sounds like a goat. He opens his mouth saying, what is that? The world is a vampire, and I hear, meh, meh.
Oh, I know what song you're talking about, too.
Yeah. Or, what is that? Rat in a Cage. That's it. Rat in a Cage, I believe. It's either that or the world is a vampire.
The song, what you're talking about, the world is a vampire, is actually something with butterfly wings or some shit like that. It's the name of the song. I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's used for Whale Wars.
Yeah, that one. So if you've ever seen Whale Wars, yeah, I think the dude that sings the intro song to that sounds like a goat. Meh.
Well, every man is entitled to their opinion.
You've
probably offended a bunch of Smashing Pumpkin fans.
Here come the hate mail from the fanboys. That's
or the
okay.
fangirls.
I'm not so worried about the fangirls from Smashing Pumpkins. They're probably like, I wonder if that's true. And now they're going to see if that's true. They're like, I'm going to pause this, and I'm going to go see if he does sound like a goat. But
So yeah, but other than that, we've touched bases on upcoming episodes. Like all the females requested, well, since you done a True Bitches episode, you should do one about you guys. And
even though we mentioned guys in that one.
Here's the thing. We did mention douchebag guys in it. We didn't cover them fully. So, yes, before True Bitches 2,
we'll do douchebags.
Or True Bitches Strike Back.
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
I tried. Come on. That was a good reach. Combining Star Wars with True Bitches.
No. That's
I know.
That was like combining Star Wars with Disney, and that actually happened.
That makes me sad, because now everybody's favorite Disney princess, Princess Leia.
That's right, in that two-piece bikini.
But, like I said, on that episode, the hate mail, the comments, we appreciate all.
Yep.
If you're going to hate us, hate us. If you're going to love us, love us. If you're going to like us, like us. In fact, you'll be able to follow us via Facebook, too, I believe. Possibly.
No, I haven't made a Facebook page.
Oh, we haven't made a Facebook. Well, we'll make a Facebook page that will tie into this eventually. Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
But you'll be able to like us on YouTube. You'll be able to dislike us on YouTube. You'll be able to subscribe to us on YouTube. You'll be able to leave comments. Don't be ashamed if we delete a comment because it's too vulgar.
Yeah.
We are making sure that this does have a maturity content filter.
No, it doesn't. We're not filtering out anything.
We're not filtering out.
But we're labeling it as mature. There's
we're
a
going to
big
make sure it's going to be filtered for maturity. Mature, over 18 can only listen.
Okay,
so we don't get a bunch of hate mail from 9-year-old mama and 9-year-old parents of 9-year-olds going, you guys cussed way too much.
Well, they should have.
Sniffle, tear.
In that case, if your
9-year-old has already listened to over 30 minutes of this show, you need to restrict them on what they listen to.
Either that or you need to pay more attention. Just saying, if you've made it this far and you're like, they cuss way too much just now, then you should probably hit the stop button.
Yeah, you should have probably hit the stop button about 15, 20 minutes ago.
Alright.
But yeah, like I said, with the hate mail and everything else.
You're saying the same thing again.
Yeah, I know. I repeat myself a lot. But we will be making the douchebags for you females, so you get happy and offer case about it.
Yeah.
We talk about free.
Well, thank God. I was wondering why that last nail in the coffin was starting to get bent.
Well, my inner retard has to break free every now and then. He doesn't get out quite as often. He likes to play. Okay?
Alright then. So, all this being said, we've covered future episodes.
Cover some past shit.
Yeah. In present events, for those who may or may not realize it, this is what almost a week now since the bombing took place in Boston.
The bombing that took place in Boston. Yeah, I think it's been about a week now. Yeah, and like again, I said, I'm a nerd. I'm a WoW player. For reference of how people get banned from this game, take into account our friend.
Yeah.
His stepdaughter got them banned for 2 days?
2 days for dead baby
For a
jokes.
dead baby joke.
Yeah.
Whenever there is the biggest troll on my server.
Yeah.
Who says the winner of the Boston race won by an arm, a leg, a nose, and an ear.
Granted, that's funny.
Granted, yes, it is hilarious as hell.
But it's very offensive.
But the person said this the very moment after we had all found out on news that Boston got bombed and the marathoners were the biggest targets.
Yeah, well...
That right there took into consideration to me. That would be like, making a joke back whenever 9/11 hit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All the families that lost people.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You don't make a joke about something like that right when it comes out.
No. For tragedies like that, there's a good rule of thumb. You wait 20 years. And that is why Hitler is funny.
True.
That's why Nazism is funny.
For a big major tragedy like that, yeah, you wait a good while before you make and crack jokes, because just like this, years back, and it's still a popular joke today.
Yeah.
About the space shuttle Challenger or whatever it was that blew up.
Yeah.
Teacher went on it.
Yeah.
A common joke with that is, what color were her eyes? They were blue. One blew that way, one blew that way.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tragic when it hit.
Yeah.
Now it's comedic funny.
Now we can make it funny.
It is comedic gold now. Tragedy then, comedic gold now.
Now here's the thing. For the people that are survived,
yeah,
that's why you wait 20 years. So those people aren't around to go, that fucking pissing me off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rip your fucking face off.
Just like on Adult Swim with Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
The Vietnam War.
Yeah.
You've got the Vietnamese fallen heroes.
Yeah.
And then you've got, a couple of war survivors standing there looking over, oh, that was my body, that was my body. Then you've got this Vietnamese guy walking up. Oh, look at scoreboard! We kicking your ass!
Yeah.
Vietnam rules!
I thought that was on Family Guy.
It was on Family Guy or it was on Robot Chicken.
It was on Family Guy because he was like, look at that Vietnam vet giving the other vets the business.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that funny.
Yeah.
Vietnam War happened well over 20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, anyway, going back to present events, I do want to send my condolences out to all the people in Boston who may or may not have lost somebody.
I send sincere condolences to those people that have possibly lost family, lost a friend. It doesn't matter. If you had somebody in that area that was affected by the bombing, our sincere condolences out to you guys. Same, as if we were doing these podcasts back whenever 9/11 hit. Dude, whenever I see 9/11, I was still in high school, and I was in the weight room watching as the recording of the fucking planes going right into the towers.
Yeah.
I was shut down for that whole day.
I
So yeah, when tragedy strikes, it really
yeah.
affects us all. Just like I think it's been about 2-3 months now since the person that went in and
man.
shot
Now
up the
that's
school.
something else. That's something else I want to talk about. I'm not saying that it's not a tragedy, because it is. But you don't hear. You know, we get all this gun control bullshit.
Oh yeah, the gun control. Yeah.
Now here's the thing. You don't hear the shit that happened in Spain, where the fucking dude went into a fucking preschool with a knife, killed all.
It was Spain.
It
Or
was somewhere in
China?
Europe. It was
Because I seen it off on Facebook under Jackie Chan's little thing,
yeah.
and he's like, you hear about the guy that toted the gun in school and shot up so many people
Yeah.
in America, and they're talking about gun control. Well, hell, over in the Asian and Europe area, so a guy walks in with a fucking knife and kills all the preschool.
Yeah, kills the entire
Didn't
everybody
use
in
a
the
gun.
preschool. But did they blame the knife?
No,
No,
they blame the person.
no. Why? Because apparently, because knives are just, so hard to get over there.
Really?
Yeah, no, they're not. They're not hard
Really?
to get.
I know of at least, like, out of all the knives I've had in my life, I know of at least about 10, 15 of them that I owned that were pocket knives that had written across it, made in China.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So
Now see, I was tempted to make a joke about that. That would have been tasteless. That would have been tasteless.
What joke?
A joke about the dead preschoolers.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been tasteless.
That would have been tasteless.
I'm not doing that. That would not have been in good
But
taste.
yeah, with the
And-
tragedies that happen, you can't go around. I'm pretty sure Boston bombing, they're probably going to turn right into the whole gun control again, because at the end of the bombing, the bombers held out with the Boston PD with guns.
Well, here's my whole point. How the hell do you expect the people that are breaking the law not to obey, or to obey the gun law? How are they going to obey the gun law if they don't obey anything else?
Putting a fucking ban or gun law out there is retarded anyways. Put stricter, harsher punishments towards murder.
Yeah.
Or any criminal act that ties to murder. Make that shit harder and more punishing.
Yeah.
Instead of giving them, okay, you committed murder in first degree, we give you life in prison with no chance of parole.
Yeah.
Big deal. He's going to sit there and fucking throw cards in a hat until he dies.
Yeah.
Reinstate the death penalty.
No, it's not reinstate. Just make it massive. I mean,
I say reinstate the death penalty.
Well, the thing is, with certain people, I would just rather them not have the chance to get back out. I just assume just kill them on the spot.
That's the reason why I'm saying reinstate the death penalty.
And I'm sick of this whole let's wait 20 years to kill them. No.
Once you're
No.
convicted, if you're convicted of murder,
You're convicted of death. I will say this: they do need like a wait period of like maybe 2 or 3 days, so that whoever can repeal or what is that?
appeal,
Not appeal.
give a reprieve.
Either that or what's that? Damn it!
Pardon.
That's it. That's it.
A
A
reprieve
reprieve or a
and
pardon.
Same thing.
Yeah. So that whoever can give a reprieve or a pardon has 3 days to look over their case. If they decide no,
I say instead of a little bit 3 days, give them about a week.
yeah, a week's fair. A week's fair. But after that, no. You take that fucker out, and don't take him out where it's private. Take him out in public. Let other
Public
people see.
execution.
Yes! Yes, I am all for that.
Public execution. In fact, hell, when you're
look.
reinstating the death penalty with public execution as well.
Yeah.
Okay, say, not saying it would ever happen, but say, like somebody like myself or Stuntman Steve, we went out, shot up 2 people out of an entire family. Who should be the executioner? The surviving members of that family. Let one of those motherfuckers flip the switch on the chair.
Yeah. Better yet, here's what I think should be done. In incidents of rape, where like someone like what happened to that one girl, the Megan. She died not too long ago.
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
She died up in Chattanooga. They whoever killed her raped her and then
Killed
her and then set her body on fire. See, what I think should happen is that person should be left in a room to their lonesome, handcuffed to a table with all the surviving members of the family and just lock them in with them.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're free to do whatever they want without any repercussions. I guarantee you, that'll stop a lot of shit right there.
Yeah.
And if a person knows that if they get caught, and their family is they're gonna have to sit there at their execution, and their family's gonna have to watch them die.
Yeah.
And then all their buddies get to see them die.
Yeah.
Their buddies aren't gonna be doing shit.
No.
Their buddies are gonna be going, sorry, buddy.
Did you see what happened to so and so just because he raped and killed a chick? He just got his ass beaten, killed by her entire family. Fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah. Did you see Jose? He went over to the convenience store, robbed it, and shot a dude. They took him out in front of us all and then blew his fucking head off.
Public execution by firing squad.
Hell yeah.
Last request. I would like a cigarette, please.
Can I get a smoke? That's all I wanted. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, they should put stricter and more harsh punishment towards murder and stuff like that. And they should make people fear it instead of going, you're not allowed to carry a handgun. Big deal. I've got a pocket knife.
Yeah. Or I'm not allowed to carry a handgun. Okay.
He said a handgun. He didn't say nothing about the SKS behind my door.
Yeah. Or the AK-47 in my, The thing is if everybody's armed, somebody's going to be a lot less likely to walk up and go, "Give me all your money," because they might wind up with a body full of bullets.
That's what I've seen on Facebook as well about this whole gun control issue. There's a country over in Europe, two out of every 3 people in that entire country carry a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Their crime rate with guns, the lowest in the world.
Yeah.
Why? Because everybody's terrified of getting a piece of lead in their ass.
Yeah. If everybody knew how to use a gun, and everybody carried one, no one would be going apeshit crazy, because they're like, okay, everybody else is keeping me in check.
Robber breaks into my home carrying a gun.
He's got 5 armed people to deal with.
He's got and a family. Okay, you've got a family of 5, and you've got 4 people that can use a gun, and you've got 1 kid that doesn't know anything about it. Okay, armed robber breaks in, carrying a gun. He's got the possibility of staring down 5 different barrels at once.
Yeah.
Which is more terrifying?
Yeah.
Give me all your shit, or holy shit, there's a lot of guns around me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I think we've covered just about everything. I think we're going to start doing this, once a week now? Again?
We should be able to get back to at least once a week now. I mean, I do miss doing these podcasts. I love sitting around here just bunches of random bullshitting.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to go back. I mean, we're going to have Douche back on here, but I don't think we're going to be doing any more game stuff.
I don't think we'll be doing too much more with game stuff. We might mention it every now and then.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do a solid, hardcore episode on gaming. Face the facts, that was our lowest rated.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was terrible. That was totally awful.
That one is like, oh, they're talking about gaming. What nerds?
Yeah.
Well, if you would have listened to it, you would have had more in-depth and more sight into the game.
We didn't talk about what they cared about. They cared about true bitches and zombies.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I get a... Oh, wait. Never mind.
No, you can't.
The 42 skidoo, amen.
Yeah. Chapter 11, verse 42. Skidoo, can I get an amen? For those who don't know, go listen to
Pussifer's Sour Grapes, Where's the Line edition.
Yeah. Sour Grapes, Where's the Line mix by Pussifer. It's interesting, to say the
Yes,
least.
it is very interesting.
So anyway, we're not getting on to a religious topic. We've got like 5 minutes left, 4 minutes
But
left.
we don't really discuss religion in this anyways.
Yeah.
There would be way too many people offended by my views alone.
The atheists would be offended, the Christians would be offended.
The Catholics would be offended, the Buddhists would be offended, the Muslims would be offended, the whole world would be pissed off at us.
But before you continue, I got a question.
Uh-huh.
I said Christians. Why did you automatically go to Catholics next? Because they fall into the same category. Technically, Catholicism.
Technically, yes, but you've got to look where we live.
There's Catholics.
How many Catholics do you know?
Not many. I don't know a whole lot of Mexicans.
Doesn't matter.
No, that sounds
That was a
racist.
little racist.
That sounds racist.
Where's the bell? Whip it! Racist, police, pull over!
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't mean that all Mexicans are racist. Or I'm sorry, that doesn't mean that all Mexicans are Catholic. What I meant to infer is that a lot of the Mexican people around here are Catholic.
True, but I wasn't saying that. But
No, you weren't, but I did.
When it comes to Catholicism around here, it's
not
not
very
really
popular.
common and popular.
Yeah.
What is common and popular around here is Baptist and Methodist.
And well, you know, Methodist, yeah, Baptist, Methodist, United Methodist, Free Holy. I think they got one church.
I don't
Of
know
course,
about that.
they're kind of crazy. They're kind of.
I know Protestant is. You mentioned Protestant around here. You're burning it at the stake.
Well, Protestant is anything that's not Catholic.
So yeah, you know, when I mentioned
She's a Protestant whore.
when I mentioned Catholic people, I gave the
You gave the benefit of that. I kind of just
You just lied the whole group together.
Yeah. Anyway, as I
Because in
was
that case,
saying,
you know, Judaism, that's still partially Christian.
well, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, Judaism is not Christian. Judaism actually is its own section
still-
of religion.
Partially Christian.
No, that's not. Christian, anything based on the Christian religion requires you accepting Christ as your Lord and Savior. Judaism does not do that because they say that Christ.
The Last Supper.
Judas is not why they call it Judaism.
I know.
It's because they come from the land of Judah.
I know.
Now then,
But the
let me
Last
finish.
Supper
Mhm.
is a religious portrait to Christian,
Mhm.
to Judaism.
Yeah.
And I believe, I can't remember.
Don't say Muslim because that's not right.
No, it's not Muslim. It's something else. But anyways, like I said, that whole portrait, it's tied to like.
We'll get back to that later. We'll get back to that later. I will say this. Judaism, they believe that Christ was a prophet and not the Son of God, and that's
I know.
specifically why they don't fall into a Christian category.
I still say it though.
Whatever.
But anyways, religion's religion, no matter what.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, if with my views alone, we could seriously, alone could seriously piss off everybody that listens to
I'm
us.
pretty sure everybody's pretty pissed off as it is.
I'm pretty sure as well. But
All
I'm
right.
talking about with my religious views alone, I could, yeah. So
All right.
we don't discuss religion.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of our show. I am Undead.
I am Death the Kid, And we appreciate you all listening to us.
Later.
So do me a favor, your behavior is just the reason why there is no savior. When you're wasted, let's face it, there's a side of you that knows you're a failure, lives for the danger, feels like an enemy, but